Hi there, everybody. I'm Jennifer Angel. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for being there. I hope I've got my sound issue sorted out now. Please let me know with the comments whether it's take me a while, but I'm there. Okay. All right. So I want to do a quick overview of August. So I'm not going to do a long video covering every single account or transit of what's going on. There's a couple of things that stand out for me, and they're the ones that I'm going to cover. And, wait to the end and listen right through the end. I'm going to tell you how you can get daily horoscopes. So I'm really known for my daily horoscopes, and I'm best known for my daily horoscopes. I wrote for the New York Daily News for 10 years, Harper's Bazaar, number of other publications around the world. Okay, so one of my readers was a PR agency in New York, and they said they never missed a day of my horoscopes, and it really related to their life more than what they could even imagine. And from Libras to Capricorn, then that was their morning ritual. When I was writing for the New York Daily News, and they would listen to my scopes. So let's go through and have a look. And as I said, I do now have daily horoscopes and monthly horoscopes. And I'm going to show you how you can get that through a Wealth Wisdom membership program I have. Okay, so first of all, so one of the things that really stand out for me in August is the Sun and Jupiter. I mean, anything to do with Jupiter, we love that, right? I mean, Jupiter is the abundance, expansion, growth, huge transformational area, and huge, really sort of lucky beneficial. If you're a Sagittarius, you're ruled by Jupiter. If you're a Pisces and your original ruler was Jupiter, and and Jupiter is going to, fall somewhere in your chart. So it's going to tell you, where your greatest benefits are and how to use them. And that's what we do through the astrological chart profiling. And so, if you've never had your chart done, then, it's a great time to do it. In fact, if you'd like to have any astrological reading or chart done, if you put in, seeing you're watching this video, if you put in a checkout client 20, so client 20, then you'll get 20% off, okay, which is normally only put aside for my email list. And I'm feeling very generous today. All right, so back to Jupiter. So we've got the Sun is sextiling with Jupiter. Now, textbook, one of the most beneficial aspects in the zodiac chart for the whole year is when the Sun and Jupiter connect. They're together at the same degree. So this is not quite that. It's sextiling, which is like opportunities. So the sextile interaction is like opportunities, possibilities, and options, different options sort of coming to you. You still have to, just because they're going to cross over your path somewhere in your chart, some area of life in your chart, you can't leave everything to fate. If it's a trine, then it's more of a fateful, but the sextile, you've got to really notice the opportunity as it sort of is presented to you. I mean, otherwise, if you're just sleeping, then it can just pass you by as easily. So, okay. So the first step in life with anything is to notice it, because until you notice it, you can't change it, work with it, or capitalize, with it. Okay. So with the Sun, and the Sun being a most powerful energy, and Jupiter, then this is a really, really good aspect. And if you want to know how that's affecting your chart, then once again, the Wealth Wisdom membership program will tell you that, or your sun sign chart. We also have this month and that first one was around the 7th. I mean, I'm looking at the Greenwich time here. So for US, it's, can be a day earlier sometimes. So I'm going to just quote the Greenwich time here. And so the next one I've got listed as a 14 is Mars with Jupiter. I love this too, because Mars is the planet of motivation. Okay, so it gets things done. It goes forward. It's a little impulsive sometimes, it's very assertive, but it's a little aggressive sometimes too. Okay. So yeah, so that's like I love this too. It's hugely transformational. It's like what you come up with and notice through the Sun and Jupiter, 1 week later on the 14th when Mars and Jupiter connect. So this is in a conjunction. So it's in the sign of Gemini. So this is like being able to be creative, think on your feet, and make things happen. So we love that. There is also, shortly after that, there's on the 16th, then Mars is going to square Saturn. Okay, so that's a square is, it's a challenge. And not so much with, if you've got a square between Mars and Pluto, then yeah, it's a heavy duty. It's challenging. Square between Mars and Saturn, yeah, that's pretty challenging too, okay? So, and just to note here, Mars and Saturn energy are opposite energies. Mars is impulsive and wants to rush forward. Saturn wants to take a step back and evaluate, see what's happening, and be a little more cautious, not so rash and impulsive. So, yes, opposite energies are there, but they really work well together, because particularly this month with Mercury retrograde, I'm going to cover that in a minute, then, that impulsiveness of Mars really does need to pull back a little bit. So although the Mars Saturn square is literally like driving with your foot on the brake or driving with your handbrake on. It's like that push pull sort of vibratory energy. If you can learn to work with it and not get like upset because, I want to do this, but it's not really happening because this Saturn energy is like pulling me back. If you think, you know what, there's a reason, and there could be a very good reason why that Saturn energy is pulling me back, because that's going to give me time just to think about it more, go through, see what's happening, and just like break it down. And is this really the way that I want to go? So you can do a little course correction there. So they do work really well together if you can work with it and not get too upset if things aren't going as fast as you like, because you know what? There could be a good reason for that. Right at the end of the month, we have Venus and Pluto in a trine. That's that trine, right? That easy passage trine, more of a sort of fateful, and it's known as the path of least resistance. It just sort of like can open up for you if it's well aspected in your chart. And Venus being governs relationships. It governs through the relationship you have with yourself, because it governs Taurus, and it governs the relationships that you have with others because it governs Libra as well. But in this in this case, it's in Libra. So Venus, by the time we get to the end of the month, is going to be in Libra. Venus will move through 3 signs this month. So by the time we get to the end of the month, it's in Libra. And so it's the relationships that you're having with others. excuse me, let's not forget that it's also brings in money. It's not just about love. So it's love and money, in my opinion, the two things that make the world go round, and love for God as well, of course. And Pluto is a very transformational energy. It's like a heavy duty energy. It helps you just go down, in just the inner, and just like your inner wisdom, and like ask yourself, is this right for me? Is this going to be right for me? Does it look right? Does it feel right? And because Pluto is sitting in the sign of Aquarius, then it's inventive. So the ideas that you get from collaborating with others, and that are financially viable for you, and you think out of the box. I think it's out of the box here. I think it's think out of the dots in Australia or whatever. I get them all mixed up now. So, when it gets to that sort of combination, it's a powerful combination. All right. But the overriding vibratory energy this month is Mercury will be retrograde. So, pretty well for all of the month. It looks like it's starting on the 5th and going right through to the 28th. In that time, it starts off in Virgo, one of the signs that rules. So it's very comfortable there, and then it will transit back into Leo. So I do have for August a full separate report on Mercury retrograde, what it's going to mean for each and every sign, how you can work with that energy, and that's in the Wealth Wisdom program. So having said that, let's just move over and let me share the screen and tell you about the Wealth Wisdom program. I love this program. It's quite new, and here it is. Like, imagine a life aligned with the stars, leading to unprecedented success. Okay, so sign up for Wealth Wisdom, unlock a world of inner wisdom, wealth wisdom. It is really more about business. There is a personal section in it as well that focus on business, and it focuses on mind, body, and soul alignment. There's a 7-day trial. Okay, I've made this really affordable for everyone. It's $25 a month, and so go in, do the trial, have a look at it, and if you decide that you don't want to stay with it, then I'm sorry to see you go, of course. But if it's not right for you, it's not right for you. And then you can download, the 1 or 2 months that you've got there. And you keep that regardless. Okay, so what's in Wealth Wisdom Monthly Membership? Daily horoscopes. Okay, so first of all, there's a planetary star spotlight. What's going on in the month? What are the big things? The sun is moving, and what's the big? Each month there's usually one planetary energy that like dominates. Okay, so we look at that. Then there's like every day, it's like the most dominant vibratory planetary interaction for that day, and there's like an analysis report just on that day. And then you also for every day have a daily horoscope. Like, what does that planetary aspect mean for each and every sign? Okay, so every day daily horoscopes. So this is my forte. I love daily horoscopes. As I said, I wrote for Daily News for 10 years for daily horoscopes. So next, you'll also get a sun sign forecast report for your sign for that month. Okay, that's a monthly one. And it's areas like we can cover business and finance, what's beneficial for you for the month, what's challenging for you for the month, what you can use to transform yourself and grow for the month, what's coming up personally for you, and finalize with 3 I am affirmations, okay, that you can use just as I given to you. Every sign has 3 different affirmations, okay? Then there's features. So there's mind, body, and soul's feature, which I do myself. And each month I select a video for one of the great people that I follow. I've got videos and articles from Dr. Joe Dispenza, Ed Milet, or John Assaraf. So all the people that I love and I follow, so I'm passing them on to you. So it's a hand-picked video of which then I've asked AI to subscribe. So for those that like to read as well as listen. And then let's connect. As we go on, I'll be having group sessions online, and also Soul Talk community as well. Okay, so as I said, right now it's $25. I'm not sure how long I'm going to keep it at that price. I can't promise it's going to be there at that price forever. I mean, it'll go up to either 37 or maybe, 50. And so it's like at least 33 to 50% off right now. So I would get in now, because what you sign, register as, the price you register as, that will be, regardless of any increases, that will be your price that you keep. All right. Okay, so much love to you. I hope you have a great August, and I'd love to see you on the Wealth Wisdom membership program. As I said, the 7-day trial. Go in and have a look and see whether it's for you. Cancel out if it's not, okay? All right, bye for now.